Alright, what do we have here is the other Picanha from the other week. It came in a 2-pack. I don't know if your guys' Costco's works like that, but I know ours does around here. So since I couldn't give you guys the clip that I wanted to the last time, we're going to today. So we're going to get this guy seasoned up. We're going to get it on the Weber kettle. Do a little, give it a little smoke action. I think I'm doing applewood today. Go indirect with it until she hits about 125, 120 degrees, give or take. And then we're going to slap her either on the gas grill, or maybe I'll even restoke the Weber. Really depends on how I'm feeling at the time. And I'm thinking I might actually make a little sauce for this, a kind of gravy, just for grins, you know, a little mushroom gravy action. You guys will have to follow along, see how this one evolves, because you really never know. I kind of make it up as I go. Alright, maybe before we get her outside, maybe we season her up first. I'm not going to use my normal rub today. I'm going to downgrade it a little bit and do a little SPG action. I think that'll be nice. Nice coarse black pepper. It's kosher salt, so it's a little flaky, a little bit bigger. I did not dry brine. Kind of wishing I had, but it's not the end of the world. We get all our sides here. It's a good sized piece of meat. You know what they always say in all the barbecue shows? It's a big piece of meat. It can take it. Not a problem. So we'll go ahead and we'll accommodate. Get some garlic up and on here. The other side first. My container always tries to close on me, but it still works. Keeping in the seasoning simple. I know there's people out there that would say you should only put salt on this. That's fine. When it's yours, do just that. Again, pretty neat piece of meat. You got all kinds of options. You can bake it, you can grill it, you can smoke it, you can overcook it, you can undercook it. Today we're going for a wonderful rare on this. I want it to still have a heartbeat. All right, let's get her out on the grill. What do you say? Let's go. Alright, I think I'm just going to start calling this method the sloppy snake method. We don't need to do a full all-out snake method on this because it's actually not that big of a piece of meat, and it probably won't take very long for it to get to, I don't know, about 120 degrees. So, I figure we do about half. Go from there. Said we're using a little bit of applewood today. Give it a nice little touch. Remember, this isn't a brisket at the end of the day, so it's not going to smoke all the way through. Perfectly fine. I did put a little water bath underneath it, just to add a little moisture. It'll help a little bit of the smoke flavor. And yeah, that's it. I'll put this to rest. Probably come outside in a little while and choke the bottom of it down a little bit because it's wide open on the bottom. Get our vent on the right side. Get that wide open. And yeah, I'll come on back out here in a bit and we'll take a look-see. See how we're doing. Alright, for pan sauce, we're going to be using, see if I can get this in the right spot, a little bit of that Better Than bouillon. It's basically a beef paste. I have about a tablespoon of butter, about a cup of water, and we're going to use a pan of mushrooms. I am going to make this in advance. It could just get reheated. Like I said, it's just a little something nice for that picanha. Like the world's largest clove of garlic. It's beautiful. A can of mushrooms. We're going to fry these down. Get most of the moisture out of them. Probably added a little bit too much butter to it, but we don't need that kind of negativity. Maybe next time I'll add more. Let these cook down. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Alright, after 6 third-degree burns and everything else, we're going to add our liquid. Definitely wasn't kidding when I said these were violent. My goodness, I probably lost a quarter of the can. And I totally just messed up because I forgot to add my garlic. That's fantastic. So yeah, we show our mistakes. That's one of the ones that I just made. So, I guess what I'm going to have to do is dirty up another pan, sear up the garlic, get the garlic into here, and Yeah, maybe we'll have to do it like that. But while this pan's going, I might as well add that better than. I don't know how to get my hand underneath the camera in the right spot. Better than bouillon. I'm going to add a little bit more than a tablespoon of it because they usually call for 1 tablespoon per cup. I want this to have a nice beefy flavor. And yeah, like I said, I'll sacrifice another pan and sear up that, brown up that garlic. Won't take very long. Probably add a little bit of this pan liquid to deglaze that into it too. And yeah, I'll keep this over here just to taste. We'll be back. Alright, let's get that garlic done. Like I said, these don't have to be cooked all the way through. We just want to get them a little bit aromatic, a little bit translucent. It'll add a nice nuttiness to everything. And like I said, I guess before I put these in the pan, I'll transfer over a little bit of that liquid so it can take anything that's burnt onto the pan off with it. So we can have that nice, wonderful garlic experience I was shooting for and forgot. This is all because of them explosive mushrooms, I swear, they messed me all up. I just forgot how to do things. This sauce is going to be thin. This isn't going to be like a super, this is not going to be a super thick gravy. It's going to be more like a jus. But just a jus with chunked up garlic and mushrooms. Like I said, I think it'll be a nice little topper to a super rare picanha or sirloin cap, whichever you prefer to call it. And this is almost done. Alright, that'll probably do. Now let's get a little bit of this moisture into this pan. Like I said, this was not supposed to be the way this was supposed to work. But we improvise. Alright. So, we're going to break this gravy down a little bit. I'm going to add more of the beef paste if need be. And when it's where I want it, that's that. I'll shut it off. We'll go take a look at that picanha here in a little bit. Alright, so here's where we're at. We've at 125 degrees. Now, instead of searing this off in here, because I don't want to have to put the time into it to stoke this fire back up, we're going to do something a little bit different. Something I would definitely recommend, and this is an easy, we'll call it shortcut for beginning, so stick around a minute. Alright. So, we're going to use my gas grill, and we're going to sear it off in that. Get the rest of the color on it. Oh, yeah. Mind that wind. It's definitely a little bit breezy out. Oh yeah. A few more minutes, we'll give it a turn. And we'll flip it over onto that fat cap and really make that magic happen. This, in my opinion, is one of the better ways for beginners to get this done right, because you have the control of the indirect to get it up to your desired temperature. Then you finish it off. Just get that last little bit of sear done. Ooh yeah. So use a thermopro thermometer to figure out how we're doing temp-wise. Only a few degrees off from where I want to bring it in. Figure around 132. Alright, almost done. Alright, now we're going to let her rest for about 10 minutes. And yeah, then we can get to cutting. Hang tight. Alright, after one proper rest, here we go. Boop. Look at that. Get a little closer, huh? Isn't she pretty? Let's cut it. Alright, now even though this was only out there for about an hour originally, it still picked up a real super nice bit of juiciness and smokiness is what I meant to say. But, oh, she's definitely tender. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. Look at that. Don't even have to touch it. Juice is coming out. Let's get you in close so we can see this. Alright, let's get one last slice out of this, guys, and we will taste. Oh god, that's so good. I don't even have to really cut this that smooth, but I mean, small. But I mean, look at that. Alright. I want to get a little cut of it with that jus that I made, but first one we just gotta have as is. This is rapidly becoming one of my more favorite cuts of meat. I mean, considering I didn't dry brine it, it's got a wicked rich beefy flavor to it. Juicy through and through. Like, I'm soaked right now. My hands, my table, my cutting board. It's rich from that little bit of fat cap. The seasoning held onto it beautifully. There will literally be none of this left. So now we're going to do our little jus, which isn't really photogenic. You saw how we made it. Oh, so tender. I could eat this whole roast. Now I get why people are calling this the queen of beefs. I kind of struggled with this first few times that I made it, but I tell you what, at $6.99 a pound, make it.